Alright girls, we're on the home stretch. We're now going to make the sleeves in which we're going to slide these into. For these you're going to need to cut 4 1-inch strips, score them down the length, and they are going to be 4 3/4 long. So it's 1 inch by 4 3/4, score it down the middle. As you see, I've chopped my corners and I've just done a decorative hole. That is strictly decorative. You are going to need 20 pieces cut 1/2 by 3 1/2, and these pieces, you will notice I have embossed them with the same embossing folder. Now what I find is I cut my 1/2 inch strips into their size and then emboss them. If you try to cut it once it's embossed, you may find that all these little squiggles along here may have a tendency to tear for you. So you need 20 of those. They are actually the decorative portion. Let me see if I can get it. Ah, there we are. The decorative pieces that we take and we put on the face. So that's 20 of those. 4 of those, 20 of those. Then you're going to need 5 pieces of, I used the white because the white is what I'm accenting the black on the box with. And again, they're embossed with the same folder. And what this one is measured at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Took the 1/4 inch chomper and did my corners. That's not necessary, it's just something that I desired. So 5 of those. Set them aside. Then you're going to need 5 pieces of cardstock, and mine is black because that's the color combination. And they are 11 inches by 4 13/16, which is approximately a 1/16 higher than the box frame should come out. So what we're going to start with is these black pieces, and what we need to do is grab our scoreboards. Hopefully you can see this. Now, the depth here is just over 1/2. So what I do is I start with scoring 1/2. This will give us a point of measurement. We then know that if we place this box, actually I think it'll probably be easier. Take and fold, crease your fold, flip it over, put it right into the corner. And all the way up to the top you want to stay square. Take your first frame and you're going to make each one of these customized to your individual frames. So try not to mix them up. Now, if you look at the side here, that lines up with exactly 3 3/4. The box is over by about a 1/16. Slide your whole unit, black and box, all the way over so that you've just got, oops, let me see if I can do this again here. Bring it up for you. So that you've just got a hair over the width of the box showing. Let me replace this and score that mark. Okay, you're going to again give that a crease, slide it in the corner, take your box, put it in the corner, and this time it seems to be just in the right place, maybe just a hair too big. But what you're basically doing is you're customizing each one of these folds to the individual width. Sorry, this is just a tad awkward. There we go. Let's go down here. There we go. So that's your last turn. Okay. Now you have this portion here. Actually, you can simply do your last mark. Again, make sure it's all the way into the corner, all the way up. Bring it over, slide it over slightly, score it straight. So that's the next one up. Then what I do is from that last score mark, I give myself just lining this score mark just back a smidge, score it at the 1/2 mark. That will be your cutting mark. This will be debris. So let's give that a cut. You can do this with your cutting board. I'm just going to quickly, for the sake of this, try to do a nice straight cut. All right, let's take our scoreboard, move this out of our way. Now, what we need now is we need a mark to be able to place our acrylic. My measurement I took was 3/4 of an inch all the way around, all 4 sides. So from the back side, working in this square, or rectangle, I'm sorry, you're going to take yourself a pencil and you're going to line her up nicely. Give yourself a mark. Where am I here? There we are. Oops, that's not 3/4. Having difficulty seeing here. Well, that still doesn't make me happy. Let's take an eraser. What might make it easier is for me to do this. There we are, that's better. Now I can define my line better. So 3/4. And again, just so that I can have a clearer line to see under the ruler. And 3/4. So now we know this portion is where the acrylic will be. So what we're going to do is we're going to, let me see if I can get better light here. Turn it this way so I can see. Try not to go over your lines because that's going to show on the outside. Better to be short and have to go back in and do a little snip with the scissors. And there's our opening. Grab your eraser and carefully take your marks off. It's always nice, tidier. It's always nicer looking in appearance. Okay, so then we're going to cut ourselves a piece of acrylic that will be, well, I take it 1/8 inch smaller, so that will be 3 5/8 wide by 4 5/8 high. So 3 5/8, 4 5/8. And I'll be right back.